opportunity to get one of the hottest trends in EternaGold. So it'll come with a limited lifetime manufacturer's warranty in QVC's premium collection of 14 karat gold. We're also going to give you another opportunity if you would like to use your QVC credit card. What I want you to know is not only will you have 5 easy pays every time, but in this case, you will have a 9-month Q card finance option. You can read all the details on QVC.com if you'd like to learn more about that. QVC, normally this would be priced, because this is 14 karat gold, at $479. The today's bonus buy, $119 off of that price. And Carrie, you said how many? Over 250 of you have already bought at least one. Now you're going to pick a couple of things. You're going to pick your motif, and those motifs, by the way, do match back to the rings. And then you're going to pick the length that you want. So small, and we'll go through the sizes first. Small would be typically a 6 3/4 inch bracelet. Then this is average 7 1/4 inches, and then the 8 inch will be, you know, for a larger wrist where you want a little bit more length to be comfortable with it. Then you're going to pick your motif for me. Do you want the heart? And it is a puffed 3-dimensional heart. Would you like the cross most popular, or would you like the star? And I'm not going to steal her thunder, because Stacy Perlman brings us gold. And if you were watching when we just went through the quick preview, Stacy reminded me yesterday, the ring also works back to that. If you want to get a couple of matching pieces, maybe something for the holidays, something for someone's birthday, or however that works. Or for you, there is a necklace, earrings, and a ring that works with this. Stacy, how are you? First of all, it's so lovely to have you here. I can't wait to talk about EternaGold for an entire hour.
Hi, Pat. I'm so excited to see you. I'm so excited to be here selling one of my favorite lines here at QVC. And I can't believe that I did not know that you were the premier host to EternaGold.
Because that was way before your time.
I just wish there was video then. I wish I could watch that.
I'm not sure I want to, but thank you. Honey, let's talk about
showing.
EternaGold. Maybe we should start, because not everyone, we don't get to do, you know, gold all the time. So maybe we should start with EternaGold, because you always explain it and the benefits of EternaGold.
So EternaGold is our premier line of gold, of 14 karat gold here at QVC. EternaGold was actually created when women were returning their bangle bracelets because they were breaking and they were denting. And the brain work behind Eterna said, we need to create a more strong alloy. We need to reinvent gold so that the gold precious metal will be stronger, more hard, more durable, more scratch and dent resistant than 14 karat gold. So this alloy created this precious metal that now is resistant. I always say it's the active lifestyle gold. It's the gold that you wear day in, thank you, and day out. You sleep in, you go to the beach, you go to the gym, because it's the gold you could feel so confident will take a beating and look as perfect as the day you got it.
That's such a great description of it, because this is gold that we want you to wear. We don't want you to save it. We want you to wear it. And actually what I was doing while Stacy was talking was, this is a paper clip. Don't worry, we're going to talk about how important this is, and you're going to see a lot of it tomorrow in Gold Day in different configurations. But you could actually make these smaller if you needed to. So if you have someone with a teeny tiny wrist, you could take that 6 3/4, and because it's a lobster claw clasp and an open, almost like a 1x1 Figaro, you can go ahead and make it smaller if you want. Stacy, this we're going to find is the same price across the board, which is really nice to find. And with EternaGold, limited lifetime manufacturer's warranty, that will come along. So if someone is gifting this to, you know, as let's say their granddaughter's first piece of gold or something like that, they'll get all the information that they need.
Yeah, how incredible is that? I mean, I don't know any boutique where you could buy gold and they say for the lifetime of the piece, we will repair or replace if something were to happen to your gold. So you have such confidence when you shop Eterna as well. And I'm just so excited that we're bringing you one of the hottest most relevant links in the chain world today in this paperclip chain motif bracelet. I just think it is the hottest trend right now, but what we do at Eterna is create these very on-trend fashion-forward pieces, but we scale it down to a more elegant design so that you are now going to wear it for a lifetime. I want you to note how full those charms are. Those are actually two different pieces of gold soldered together to create this really full look. So the charm, while there's just one, and we purposely did that to just create that simple elegance. You don't lose the boldness to it. It's not flat, you have presence. And maybe this is just someone's first piece of gold and it's going to become a charm bracelet. And now you've started that gift for your niece, for your daughter. Maybe you are engraving it on that beautiful surface because the charm has not been done too dainty. There is room for an initial or for a date on it as well. And I just love that we've done it in the most iconic of motifs, the star, the cross, or the heart.
Oh, definitely. And we'll have that ring coming up a little bit later on. In fact, could I see that ring and then we could share that with everyone? Because I love how you continued the options as far as, you know, the three different iconic, the heart, the cross, the star. Oh, thank you so much. Oh, that's perfect. Here. And so we could show you if you are, because listen, these are sale prices that are going to disappear. This is really the largest selection of gold that we are going to have. The Gold Rush is the final day where in one day we show you that many new designs, favorite designs, all at a sale price with 5 easy pays. So keep that in mind. This is the ring that we mentioned right at the top that is available, but you could see how you could very easily pick up the ring and then go ahead and get the bracelet. Stacy, this paper clip bracelet, Patricia was on with me earlier and she had on a huge paperclip necklace. Really important trend.
Right. So, you know, we turn to our Italian craftsmen to say, what's the latest in gold? What are we loving? What's coming up? And we feel so lucky. We get a preview of like what's going to be the most fashion forward look, because all the most highly regarded women and designers in fashion right now are coveting the paperclip chain. What it truly is just an elongated oval Rolo design, if you're familiar with links. So we've stretched it, and while it's rounded and has a nice feminine feel, the edges are squared off. There's flat surface for all that beautiful gold, the luminosity that we love from Eterna, the buttery, rich color just bounces off all that surface area. And EternaGold actually has a higher, more refined grain structure, so it takes on that high polish. That's why it almost looks like there's paparazzi camera lights like flashing off of the gold, but that's just the luminosity from the Eterna alloy.
Yeah, there is a big difference. You could really see the difference with this and the sparkle. I've been kind of showing the star a lot, but you know, the wish upon a star, I always share this, but you know, it's a memory. One year, I think it was my senior year, or going into my senior year, I went away to a music camp and I met a young man from, I met a boy. He was from Canada. And we were just friends. We would just hang out. And he said, when you look at the stars, think of me as I will be thinking of you. And so I'm sorry, I've always, you know, I mean, back then there was no, you know, I never called him or there was no writing letters or any of that kind of thing, but I always will remember that. And I think that's such a lovely sentiment, you know, when your kids are going off to college or, you know, to that love of your life, look at the stars and, you know, no matter where you are, we're looking at the same stars. So think of me as I'll be thinking of you. I
tell my children that too, Pat. They were lucky enough, they spent some time away to camp this summer. And I always say that to them. If my husband and I ever have time to go away together and the kids are a little nervous before we leave, I say, look at the stars because we're all under the same sky. So I love that. And actually, it's funny, my very best girlfriend, Leslie, if any new moms out there are trying to think of a middle name, her mom named her middle name Star. It is so poetic and beautiful, and it allows her a lifetime of collecting star jewelry. So if you're looking for a name, think of a motif as a middle name. I'll give you
Very
that
cool.
tip.
Very,
So
very cool.
isn't that great? Yeah. So, and then I think of the heart. My nieces, I have little nieces. They're always in their dance recitals. They're my superstars, but they have my heart. I have two boys. So, all my nieces, my girls, are like my little daughters. I would buy this for them for their first recital and maybe put the date or put their initial on it. There's so much way motif jewelry is personalized and speaks to us. I mean, the cross is iconic. If that
Yes.
speaks to your faith and you want to provide somebody with that protection, with that devotion, I would say look at that beautiful cross.
Well, the cross is most popular on this. I mean, the feel of it, this is true Italian gold. I mean, and I don't think we all have that opportunity to find it that much anymore. It can be anywhere from 2.4 grams to 2.6 grams. Obviously, the 2.6 grams is the large, the 2.4 is the small. Here again, I want to remind you, if you have someone who maybe wears a 7-inch bracelet, so maybe they will go ahead and instead of using the lobster claw clasp on the very last link, they will use that on, the third from last link and have that little dangle. The idea that this is a starter charm bracelet, if you want it to be, although it's completely complete, the way that it sparkles. And if you are going to spend this kind of money, the idea that someone is going to stand behind this beautiful chain for a lifetime is exactly what you want to hear. Take a look at how special this is and the way it's finished. And you saw the way that it just beautifully puddles in my hand. Comes beautifully gift boxed. Now is the time to take advantage of today's bonus buy prices on this. It's brand new. We have the Q card 9-month financing, so you can think about the 9-month financing. I have to find whichever is the longer of the bracelets here. This bracelet might be a little bit too small. The nice thing about a lobster claw clasp is a lobster claw clasp is one that I think is pretty easy to get on. This might not be my size. Oh no, here we go. What am I saying? There you go. There you can see it on.
And look how easy that went on
Yep.
live TV. I mean, you did it in 1 second. Remember, the lobster claw clasp is also that EternaGold alloy. The clasp will never break down or, break the way on maybe other fashion jewelry pieces would. You could feel so confident that it's done in that Eterna alloy as well. I love anything open link. I have super petite wrists. I like a really well-fitted bracelet. So I actually have it on 2 links in, and it is so seamlessly and uninterrupted. Whether you're typing, whether you're carrying groceries or children, this bracelet won't interfere with anything. It's strong, it's durable. And Pat, along with the beautiful coloring and the luminosity, it has this silky smooth feel because of that high polished refined finish. So wait until you run your fingers over it. Wait until you see how that feels on your wrist. You're not going to want to take it off. It's that comfortable piece you're going to wear day in and day out.
And I love the fact that if you are starting a collection of gold for yourself or adding to your collection, or maybe, Stacey, as you have those special nieces, you can go ahead and think about maybe getting the ring for a different occasion. The rings will match back to it. This is, Stacey,
I would mix and match.
Right? Would you mix and match? Tell me what you would do, Stacey.
I would. I think it's fun in these kind of pieces because remember, while they're impactful, they're not overly bold. Right. Maybe because I'm a Gemini, I'm very indecisive. So for me, if I'm going to do the star bracelet, I would probably then do the heart ring so that I could have the best of both worlds.
Okay, that works. And that's the fun thing. You could do whatever it is that you want. I did remember that I never showed you. The chain is about 1/8 of an inch wide. So there's your chain at 1/8 of an inch wide. And then your charm, and these charms are very Italian. That's one of the many things that struck me, that still stays with me in my many opportunities, thanks to QVC, to visit different factories and to go to the Vicenza, the world's largest jewelry show with over 10,000 exhibitors. I'll always remember that. And you saw a lot of these puffy little